So this is probably one of the craziest things I've ever discovered. And the fact that many don't know about this, but we all live by it, is even crazier. And that is models of awareness. So we all operate at different levels of consciousness or awareness. And that simple fact right there is why there's chaos in this world, resistance, confusion. Because consciously, we're not all seeing or living from the same place. We're all on Earth interacting with each other, but we're living in different realms. And sit with that. So basically, there are 7 levels of awareness, and whichever one you fall at is how you're going to experience life. Like each ranking you go up, each level you hit opens up new doors, new experiences, new synchronicities, like new everything. You literally live a completely different life from the next person based on where you fall on the board. And it's crazy to think that people actually get more access to things, more guidance from guides, more favor based on their level of consciousness. Like some people have keys that others don't. And we kind of all knew that, but like who would have thought it's tied to where you fall on a scoreboard? And this is why you and Jimmy live completely different lives, even though you and Jimmy grew up in the same exact circumstance. So what happens at level 1 awareness, and is this where you fall? Let's break it down. The truth is, most people think that they're living, but they're actually just surviving. There's a deep difference between being born and being alive. So level 1 is a stage of survival, and it's also the stage where most people get stuck. Strictly tied to survival, we come in at level 1 awareness. Think babies. So in this case, your focus would be on your immediate needs, safety, comfort, physical security, whatever. In this stage, you know you exist, but that awareness is tied to your body and instinct. For example, you know you exist because you're breathing. You know you exist because you can feel your skin. Now, for a baby, survival might translate into crying because they're hungry or crying because they need comfort and a hug. But as for an adult, that translates into fear, insecurity, desire to control circumstances. In this space, our perception feels like life is happening to us. It feels like we're reacting to something, like something happens and then we react, but we're never getting to choose. Now, level 1 awareness isn't a bad place to be. In fact, it's vital, and that's why we come here on level 1. It's designed to be the foundation for deeper awareness. It's designed for higher purpose, spirituality, self-reflection to develop. In fact, in order to get to any other level, you have to spend a decent amount of time here, experiencing this way in order to know why we should transcend. The problem is many people never leave, simply because they started here. Just because they started here. Even if it's painful and uncomfortable, at least it's familiar. So let's get into some examples. Grinding paycheck to paycheck, stress trying to make rent, doom scrolling on social media, just constantly mindlessly taking in whatever is being thrown at you, all level 1. If life feels like you're constantly putting out fires instead of building anything, you're at level 1. If your decisions are driven by fear of loss or fear of change, like staying in a relationship or a situation that doesn't serve you because at least you're not alone, you're at level 1. If you're constantly caught in drama, either in between it or causing it, level 1. I'm not making this up, y'all. I'm just the messenger. This level is where anxiety, sleeplessness, health issues often show up. And I can explain in another video why these things don't show up on other levels. So it's not necessarily that the level is the issue. Again, we need it to even transcend to the next level, like a video game. The simple fact that many never leave and spend their whole lives operating at the level they were at when they were born. They spend their whole lives reacting to problems in survival mode rather than creating. So ask yourself, does this level resonate with me? Am I surviving or am I living? And comment on this video if you want me to go into all the other levels. Okay, love y'all forever.